Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Friday, July 29th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for the day for all 12 signs, so of course take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But, okay, let's stay focused. And we're going to begin by pulling from the Flowers of the Night Oracle deck, and then we're going to use the Mystic Mondays Tarot for the remainder of the reading. All right, let's do some shuffling. For Friday, what do we have for this upcoming Friday? Communication coming through as the overall focus. We're just going to take the one. I do feel the need to mention that's an owl, or looks to be, and I really feel as if there's a focus on your wisdom, your knowledge. A creature of habit is now what I'm getting. Protection being at the bottom of the deck, because I do feel as if you're thinking about wanting some protection for somebody else in your life, or desiring more of which, or thinking about the protection you have acquired over time for oneself, or will more so moving forward, okay? I was just drawn to the moon here, but let's pull some tarot and see what we get. A little bit uncomfortable in energy already. It may remind you of a previous day in one way, shape, or form, or you may just be able to easily pinpoint where the uneasiness is coming from, if it's in one situation or multiple, okay, regardless. For Friday to continue. Okay, interesting. I just, the Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands plopped out, and I'm not going to take them, but I do feel as if you have a lot to accomplish, a lot going on. Thinking about an ending potentially from the past and or future. But I do feel as if with the number 1010 is a day of abundance, but it may be hard to focus on. It might be hard to recognize and be one with. What do we have for Friday? Okay, we have the Chariot. And so it's a day where you may not feel fully motivated, but you're thinking about what you need to accomplish. You may feel as if for some, it starts off with a lack of motivation, and that card getting away from me, that lack of motivation gets away from you. Therefore, you become more motivated to do what you have to do. You may feel as if somebody gives you a pep talk, or you find something remotivates you, okay? Or you just feel as if you sort of snap into that motivation, that energy. We potentially are communicating with other people about moving towards something new in one way, shape, or form. Again, with the Ten of Wands coming out before the Seven of Cups, a lot to accomplish, a lot to communicate is what I'm getting as well. Wow, we need to get this done. Don't stress it. Your third eye will open to a better way to communicate with somebody, all right? But it's this day where you will be focused on, okay? As you're trying to stay focused or realign oneself with that focus, to get done what you need to feel accomplished and productive throughout this day. People are noticing you. People are focusing on you. When you strut through the room or walk through the room, people see you in the light you're meant to. Okay, I'm hearing high honor, but I do feel like all the meanwhile, you're just a bit stressed. Okay, there's a bit of a stress factor about this day at certain points. You may even notice that others around you are a bit stressed or a bit bored, okay, or just a bit uncomfortable. And so therefore, once again, it's easy to predict or just pinpoint where the uncomfortable energy or uneasy or stressful energy is stemming from. Not everything that you're holding on to is yours. But I do feel like you communicate with ease for the most part, even if it takes a little bit of adjusting throughout this day, and that helps you help others or help one specific person. But you may even find that even if you're typically the one to help other people, someone assists you, okay? Be a listening ear, as I feel it will be beneficial for you, because they may even be a listening ear for you, all right? Needing to be heard at this time, you and others. But I do feel like it's a day where change is on the mind. I did see the World card at the bottom of this tarot deck before I began the reading. But we have another 10 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. A reminder that a financial new beginning in one way, shape, or form is fulfilling, or it could even be more so, and or it could be being gifted money or making money and not being quite fulfilling all the meanwhile, out of respect for a financially comfortable or just comfortable, stable future. All right, or more so. But the Hierophant and the Emperor, so I feel like you're developing, creating, planning for a change. All right, you could feel as if you're changing, and that's evident through the eyes of others as changing through your work. Okay, changing through what you're developing, creating, and that's powerful. I do feel as if you feel a bit restricted within work in one way, shape, or form, or with whatever you're wrapped up with throughout this day. But I do feel like it's a reminder why your things are changing moving forward. Your communication is powerful. Remember that. I really need to actually put these over here. I just feel like there are also just certain annoyances throughout this day. Don't let them get the best of you, okay? Do not let them get the best of you. Wow, that's not even close to in the middle. Here we go. And do you see how it's kind of making what feels like a pyramid or a mountaintop, right? And I feel like there's just this vision you have for one's life, for oneself, this divine plan that we have for you as well. And there's a need to recognize that you're climbing to the top of this mountain, this pyramid, building things from the ground up. And there's a need to recognize that it's not always going to be easy. But when things feel a little bit easy in other ways throughout this day, say, for example, communication, trust that, right? Be one with that. Recognize that there's a silver lining in the midst of every situation, even if people stress you out or just don't have your back, okay? Or if things just don't feel right. It just reminds you why you need to stay motivated to brighten your own future, to not settle for what's not meant for you in the long run. We have the moon, okay? So remember I mentioned the moon in that oracle card, but I just feel as if there's some emotions floating around in the air, whether you're picking up on other people's empathically, it could be your own, or both. I just feel as if there's something about you feeling a bit emotional about a change in one way, shape, or form, even if that's not your own change to be implemented. I do feel as if your connection to the moon at one point will strengthen you, okay? It'll strengthen you. It'll remind you that it's a must, okay? It's a must, period. But I do feel like it's a day of watering what you've been working on and feeling rewarded all the meanwhile. Communication being wrapped up into whatever you're watering, working towards. It just feels like, again, you communicate with ease. The stars are shining for you, but you shine brighter than others, and don't feel guilty about that, okay? Eyes will be peeled upon you at certain points when you have this graceful way of being. And then when you don't feel extra graceful throughout the day, don't fret, okay? Everyone has those heavy moments. I mean, you have a lot on your plate, but I just feel like there's a reminder where you don't fit in. There's a reminder who you're not meant to communicate with in a very effective, open way. There's a reminder that we're not meant to be everywhere and there for everybody at the snap of their fingers or our fingers. Interesting. I just feel as if your alone time is key throughout this day, but bonding with others, communicating with others once again is key in a different way, right? On a different level. It's a day where even communication with oneself, with the universe, through your feelings, emotions, that's important on top of it all, okay? Allow for yourself to recognize when you feel inclined to move slowly, okay? And I'm also getting the ball is in your court, all right? The ball is in your court. What do you want to do with it? What do you want to do with it, okay? A very independent vibe about this day as I look at the Nine of Pentacles. And I do feel as if it's just a day where with two knights on either side, regardless if you're moving slowly or if you're running around like a chicken without a head, getting things done, you're doing it your way, okay? There's movement in general. Marching to the beat of your own drum. Music will come into play and do you justice or just make you feel better or lift you back up, all right? Do choose wisely in regards to which ones you listen to, but it's not always in your control is what I'm getting. So just vibe to it, all right? Again, I feel like there's just a focus on fulfillment through making money, through even investing potentially, or both. I just feel like it's a day where you're reminded that You are a communicator, you're a succeeder, and it's just your independent, confident vibes that, even when emotional to an extent or stressed out, that impress others. All right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Friday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.